Before starting my page on Instagram, I would go and consume so much content and I would never feel good afterwards. And I didn't understand why, because most of the content that I was consuming was good content by creators that I actually like. And then I watched this thing on Instagram that completely changed how I view content these days and process how certain people make me feel. It went something like this. If you get really triggered by people and your emotions rise and you can't just scroll, it means one of two things. You either see something in them that you don't like in yourself, or you want something that they have but don't have the courage to admit to yourself that you want it. After I heard this, I got so curious and I started paying attention. If I got really triggered, I asked myself which one of these two was the reason. When I realized it was something that I didn't like in me, I started working on this. Since I spend most of my time with my kids, I started noticing the triggers with my kids. For example, I noticed that I get really triggered when my kid eats without taking any pauses in between, or with my other kid, her tone. Oh my God, these are things in me that I don't like, and that's why I get so triggered. So instead of putting my attention on my kid, I need to change this in myself so that I can set a better example and maybe they will change or maybe won't. But I can't try to change this in my kid if I don't change it in myself first. If it was the second reason, what is it that this person has that I want that I don't have the courage to admit to myself that I want this? There was this one particular creator that I really liked. She just told stories. That's all she did. I could tell stories and I wasn't telling stories. And no wonder I was so frustrated every time I watched her content. It was because subconsciously I was thinking, I have what it takes to get where she is and I'm not doing it. So my frustration was not with her, but with myself for not taking the necessary steps to get where I wanted to go. And that's why I started this page. And ever since I did that, I don't get triggered anymore when I watch her content. So if you're somebody that watches my content and you kind of like me, you might even love me, but you get triggered when you watch my videos, that might be the reason. You have what it takes to do what I'm doing. Yes, it takes a lot of work, but you've got this. Just do it and you'll notice how much your life changes.